Hello and welcome to NK Natural Therapy. Today I'm going to be discussing a very important topic. Very, very important, especially for expectant mothers, expectant moms. Rhogam injection. This Rhogam injection, I'm going to be saying who needs to take this Rhogam injection, when to take it, and why is it actually important. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the rhesus factor. RH. Rhesus is a protein found on the surface of red blood cells. People who have this protein on their red blood cells, they are referred to as being rhesus positive. But people who don't are referred to as rhesus negative. A man could be rhesus positive, a woman could be rhesus negative. But we're just getting the video started. Just pay attention. Follow me. Plus, this absence of rhesus factor on the red blood cell or presence of it on the red blood cell might seem like it's a little something that it doesn't matter, but believe me, it makes a huge impact on a pregnancy. So here is a difference between a rhesus factor, a rhesus positive blood, and a rhesus negative blood. You can see that the rhesus positive has some clumps, okay, going on, while the rhesus negative does not have any clump, means no reaction at all. The other clumps you saw there was reaction, presence of reaction going on. So when an rhesus negative mother, a mother who is negative, a wife who is negative carries a baby, a pregnancy that is rhesus positive, there is a chance that the mother's immune system will see the baby's rhesus positive red blood cells as a foreign body and begin to react towards it, producing antibodies against it. And that is that clumpy reaction you're seeing. This is called rhesus incompatibility. Pay attention. Why this doesn't usually cause problems in the first pregnancy. The first pregnancy as a woman. Say, I didn't say in your first pregnancy when you are married. You could have been exposed while you were still not married. Okay? Maybe in your secondary school, in your first marriage, accidentally, maybe rape. So many things can, so many ways that people get pregnant, and sometimes because we didn't see that pregnancy come to life, we will think that nature, your body is not counting it as a pregnancy. No, the point is not your first pregnancy ever. So it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't have to be the pregnancy happening right inside the marriage. Ganga might not really cause a problem in your first pregnancy, but in your later pregnancies, it's going to cause complications. Do you see the trick? So, who should take Rhogam injection? In general, Rhogam is given to rhesus negative pregnant women who are carrying and rhesus positive babies. Rhogam is created to prevent the mother's immune system from producing antibodies that could harm the baby, the future baby. It is actually important for you to know that this situation doesn't usually cause any issues with a first pregnancy. But if a mother becomes sensitized, meaning her body has started creating antibodies against rhesus positive blood, it can create risk for future pregnancies. And this is where recurrent miscarriages can kick in. Now, let's talk about when to take this Rhogam injection. For rhesus negative women, there are a few key times when Rhogam injection is recommended. The first routine dose is usually given around 20th week of pregnancy. It helps protect any blood mixing that might happen during the remainder of the pregnancy. Next is after delivery. If the baby is rhesus positive, another dose is given within 72 hours. This dose is to prevent any long-term immune response. There are also special situations when Rhogam injection might be needed. For example, after a miscarriage, abortion, or ectopic pregnancy. Other times include any bleeding, if you're experiencing any bleeding during pregnancy, or if there is any trauma to the abdomen. The purpose of each of these doses is the same: to prevent the mother's immune system from producing antibodies that could harm the rhesus positive pregnancy. You might be wondering, how exactly does Rhogam injection work? Rhogam is an injection containing Rhesus immunoglobulin, which is basically a type of antibody. Like their job is to find any Rhesus positive cell that might have entered the mother's bloodstream, and their job is to neutralize it. Just take them down, nullify them, so that they become ineffective. This way, the mother's immune system doesn't get the chance to learn to fight that Rhesus positive cell, because if it does, war will break out. This process helps to ensure that the mother's immune system does not develop or trigger any immune response. Talk about importance of Rhogam injection. One of the biggest benefit of taking Rhogam is that it helps to prevent a condition known as HDN, hemolytic disease of the newborn. Rhogam helps prevent this from happening. A picture of a healthy baby and that of a baby affected by the hemolytic disease of the newborn. You can see that it's not something you wish for any of your baby, any of your pregnancies, all right? So you need to be very, very careful. Taking Rhogam at the recommended times, Rhogam negative mothers can greatly reduce the risk of complications in future pregnancies. Remember, it's always a good idea to actually consult or talk to your healthcare provider if you have any questions regarding this. Don't joke with your pregnancy. That belle where you suffer to get pregnant, that belle where you suffer to get. Don't joke with it. Don't just let the pregnancy end like that because of ignorance, okay? Do your part and let God do his part. For those of you pregnant, I wish you successful deliveries ahead. You will deliver like the Hebrew women. The God that put the pregnancy there, is he to bring it out that he cannot do? Surely no. He wish above all things that you and I prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospereth. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye.